guys, Ashley K here, and I'm back with another video. Okay, and yes, if you are new here, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, if you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Ashley K. I specialize in videos on money. I specialize in videos on financial advice, and most importantly, I show you how to live your best budget friendly life. Okay, so if that's something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free. Okay, I don't charge you just to be a subscriber, be a part of the gang, be a part of the family. You just click that little red button down below. Okay, you get access to everything that we post on this channel. I see the title. We are going to get into this whole little bridesmaid, get hired to be a bridesmaid job. Okay, I've been seeing this go around quite a bit on social media, and I actually want to do my deep little dive and my research on what's actually going on. Okay, you guys, so I definitely found the website, and that would be linked down below. But yes, this is an actual side hustle that people are doing. They're getting paid to become a bridesmaid. Okay, so let's kind of break this video down into different parts, and we're gonna see why exactly somebody would be hiring a bridesmaid. So I did my research, and I did see that a lot of people actually struggle with getting bridesmaids or groomsmen to be part of their wedding. Like, it is quite a bit of a commitment. If you are somebody that doesn't have a large group of friends, but you actually want the aesthetic of having multiple people standing up at the altar with you and having that look, if you have a certain type of aesthetic that you're going for, which a lot of people do actually when it comes to weddings, they do need the actual body count to be able to pull off the look that they're trying to achieve. And a lot of people struggle with not having a lot of friends that can be able to do so, or just not really knowing a lot of people in general. You might have a small group of friends or small people that you know, and you don't have a lot of people, but you want to be able to have that still grand look of having multiple people in your wedding party. So that's why a lot of these people turn towards outsourcing people to be able to stand in as a bridesmaid or a groomsman. It sounds pretty crazy, you guys, but people are actually out here hiring people to fill bodies for their actual aesthetic. And yeah, and some people actually do take the aesthetic very seriously, which you should. I mean, it's your wedding, you do what you want. But yes, they actually outsource people and go to professional companies and hire people to become bridesmaids or groomsmen. So yes, to tell you the truth, I mean, it's a great side hustle if you are somebody that is that loves weddings and you don't mind meeting new people. This does require a lot out of you to be able to do this type of job, and we'll get into the requirements and everything like that and what is considered of you when you are going to be doing this job. But yes, it's a real thing, you guys. You can actually apply, submit your resume, and see if you can get hired. I mean, and it's something, definitely a different side hustle than what I have been seeing, but it's definitely something to check out because literally anybody can do this. Okay, so let's talk about the salary first starting out. So I was seeing in the United States, you can make upwards almost to 6K a month. Crazy numbers going into this actual side hustle, which I think is very, very interesting, and it actually can almost pass as a main job if you are really that serious about doing stuff like this. Okay, so you can get upwards to, I was saying, $50 to $67 per hour to be able to do this job. Okay, so if you're at a wedding for like 4 or 5 hours, that's quite a bit of money that you'll be making just on one specific job if you do actually get considered for this job. So that's quite a bit of money to be able to be making just off the rip of actually going somewhere, and you actually can probably have fun doing it because you'll be meeting new people. You have to be very sociable. Okay, so you'll be doing a lot of different things, and you would definitely have to step out of your comfort zone to be able to do this job. I talk about the actual requirements of being the person that is going to be staying into this job. So you definitely have to be approachable. So you cannot be trying to apply for this type of job and you're not approachable, you don't talk, you don't like to be sociable, you don't like to meet new people, you're more of an introvert. I wouldn't necessarily apply for this job if you do have that trait, because it's going to require you to talk to random strangers. You probably will have to go in for dress fittings. You probably have to go in and actually speak to the bridesmaid groomsmen. You probably have to go into an interview and kind of meet who you're being hired to be able to do this job, who's going to be hiring you. You have to go in and actually spark a conversation. You have to talk to guests in the wedding. Like, it's actually almost like you're playing a role. So you definitely have to be able to play that role and have to be, I would say, in a very adaptable person. If you are someone that can adapt in different situations, very high stress situation, because would be considered a high stress situation. This is someone's wedding. So yeah, you have to go into it thinking that this is going to be very high stress. You're going to be meeting a lot of different people. It's definitely going to be something that's going to take you out of your comfort zone, for sure. So you definitely want to consider these different elements before going into this type of job or applying for this type of job. Another thing that I thought was really cool about this job is that you don't have to have experience in this job. So you don't have to be a serial bridesmaid person. You don't have to be in multiple hundreds of weddings to be able to do this job. It's very like anybody can do it. If you just have the basic understandings of what they're requiring you to do, pretty much anyone can do this, okay, you guys? So there's not a long laundry list of, oh, I've been to 100 weddings in a year, or I don't know what the requirements are. But yeah, there's no crazy requirements when it comes to this. So I think that is really good. It opens up the door for a lot of different people to be able to apply and see if you can actually get this job. Now let's talk about the education level, which is required for this job, which makes sense. Obviously they want you to have some type of education, so you do have to have a high school diploma or a GED. So that's the only major requirement that I did see, is that you do have to have a high school diploma, you do have to have a GED to be able to apply for this job. You do have to have evening and weekend availability, so that just makes sense to be able to consider, because a lot of weddings are done on the weekend. Saturday, Sunday is normally around when people have weddings, and normally you have to be freed up for the evening time, mainly just because, you know, weddings can go long. Like it could be a daytime wedding, but you might come home at like 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. to stay for the full event. You can't just go and leave. So they obviously want you to be there from the start to the finish of the event, and it can't run long. So you do have to definitely consider that. You do have to have evening and weekend availability. So if you do have that, or if you have a schedule that you're able to move things around and be able to free yourself up on those type of times, then definitely consider that. They also offer flexible hours as well too, so they will work with your schedule. If you are selected for this job, they will give you jobs that are, you know, not going to be random to your schedule. You can obviously still work and be able to do this, because this is considered a side hustle. Yes, you guys, if you actually do stick with this, there's upwards to making 74 to 84k yearly. So you can make some really serious bank if you are selected, like I said, for this job. You could actually be clocking some serious money when it comes to this job. A very weird side hustle, beneficial when it comes to the money side of things, and you know we love money over here, okay, you guys? So yes, I would definitely be linking all the information and more information down below in the description box. You guys can definitely check this side hustle out. The direct link to the page will actually be down there as well too. And like I said, it doesn't hurt to send an application. It's free to send in an application. If you get turned down and they say no, that's fine. Keep applying, okay, you guys? We love persistence. You have to keep putting yourself out there to be able to be chosen. Sometimes you're going to hear no a few times before you actually do get considered. So something to consider for sure. I would definitely be putting all the information down below, and if you have any questions for me, I would definitely be putting my contact information down below. And yes, you guys, that's all that there is to it, and I'll see you guys in my next one.